Hello and what's up everyone, welcome to the third video in our 7 days of computer vision projects, where we will be covering simple computer vision projects using image processing and open source tools. I'm Viper from DataQuell, and today we are going to write a code which will play the popular Trex game using gestures in our Chrome browser. Without getting any delay, let's get right into the topic. As usual, I'm going to start with import, and first thing I'm going to import is media pipe. Media pipe is and then import OpenCV, which is CV2, and import numpy is np, and then another new library we are going to use here is keyboard. Last time we used library named as mouse, but now we are going to use keyboard. And in order to install keyboard, if you are using Jupyter notebook, then type pip install your keyboard. But first we have to enter exclamatory sign and then pip install. Since I have already installed it, it will show that requirement already satisfied. And another thing we are going to define is a function named as Euclidean. Just like the last time, we are going to work with distance, and we are going to define some kind of rule that will classify the gestures based on the distance. So d equals to square root of and then return the distance. Then let's pass okay, I think it is working fine now. Now in the next step, we are going to start our camera. So just like the previous time, video capture, and then 0 is a default camera, and then of size is of frame size, which will be 520 by 720, and then defining a drawing module. Let me use only drawing details. Inside solutions, inside will be drawing details, and then let's write it emp hands. And again we will be using check every. It's 10, and then check count equals to 0. But before going further, let me check the keyboard, whether keyboard can be accessed or not. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do is create two cells and then write something like then keyboard dot press and release, and then what I want to press and release is exclamatory sign and then ECH, then echo, which is simply echo is just like print. So here is echo, and the purpose was to do something like this. Okay, if I run this, it will print hi. It seems that the keyboard library is working fine, and we can go further. Now, just like the previous time, with mp hands dot hands static image mode equals to true, and then maximum number of hands will be again 1, and then minimum detection confidence will be 0.6, and then we will be using that hands as hands. Again, if the camera is open, then we want to read the frame. If there is problem, which means return will be false. If not return, then we will be skipping this pass. Next, we want to flip our frame, then resize it, and then get the height and width, and then channel, and also since media pipe will expect image to be in RGB format, we need to convert our image into RGB. BGR to RGB, and we will process that RGB image and get the result. Most of the things we are going to use will be taken from the previous video, so I am going to make this video a little bit fast. If the result does have landmarks, then look through each landmarks. We then extracted landmarks like index dip earlier and then normalized it into the pixel world. We will take x and y coordinate, then the width and height of the pixel world. Before extracting more landmark, let's first draw landmarks and see if it is working fine or not. We will be using drawing utils dot draw landmarks. At last, show the frame. We also need to wait for key event, that is, if escape key is hit, exit the while loop. Reduce the camera and destroy all windows. Let's run it. And it seems I got an error. I should have used CV2 instead of CV. Let me run it again and move hand to screen, but again I got new error. It is saying UMP drawing is not defined. I should have used drawing utils. Running it again. As you can see, my hand and landmarks are visible. Now, since we have defined the tip, we need to define other few things like thumb tip, and then index finger tip, index dip. So let me copy paste this few more times, and it will be dip, and this will be peep, and this should be thumb tip. And let's copy paste once more. It will be middle tip, and This project is going to be very short because of the fact that I won't have to do some kind of normalization here. And now is the time for me to check gestures. If check count equals to check every, then it's time for us to check for the gestures. If index tip is not known and middle tip is not known, then we are going to check distance between these two. It should be below 40. Again, the value of 40 is respective of the frame width. So you make the event jump, which is of course the space bar. Else if last event was again jump, then we will make it none. And if index tip is not known, now we are going to code for the down key. And thumb tip is not known, then we are again going to check for its distance. The value 60 is again respective of the frame size. Then we are going to do duck. And finally we will make check count to 0. And again, if check count equals to 0, and if last event equals to jump, then we want to press and release the space. Else if last event is duck, then we want to press and release down key. First we want to press the down key, and because we want to talk until the some object has passed or not, that's why I want to only press here. And else keyboard dot release down key. Okay, and then we are going to print the event, print last event here. Let's run it once more and see whether it will work or not. Okay, there is some error. I should have used double equals to error. Here also double equals to. Okay, it's showing now. Again, I got some error. It says that I should have used thumb here. Now I got a new error. Let's define a variable last event. The gestures we defined is that this is for docking, and uh, this is for docking, and this is for jumping. Let's see whether this is printed as jump or not. Okay, it shows that nothing has happened, and again I have missed something here. I should have increased check count in every frame. Let me run it again, and this should be dock, and this should be jump. Okay, it is showing jump here, and jump is just pressed once and then it is released. Now is the time for us to open the Chrome, and then open the Chrome and then enter this URL Chrome Dino, and then hit enter. Just like the previous time, I am again recording my frames using video writer, and the name of file will be dinogest.avi, and it will contain 30 frames per second. And I'm again adding text in the frame so that I can see whether it is calibrating fine or not. Let me run this code again. So it is running now. This is the code for dock, and this is for jump. But I think the distance of jump is little bit small. That's why it is not working fine. I have to, if it is not working fine, then I have to definitely uh, change the value. So let me go to the browser and then do space and see how it will work. While playing with this code, I noticed that there are few things I should be considering about, like if check every value is greater, then I will not be able to simulate space key frequently, and this will again make our game a little bit challenging because we cannot do space as soon as possible. And another thing is that uh, if our distance is greater or small, this doesn't matter. What matters is the position of our hand from the camera. Like if my hand is this far, and the distance between these 2 points can still be smaller than 60, and if I move my hand this far, then the distance between these points can be greater than 60. So what matters is the distance between hand and the camera. So one have to be careful while choosing those two variables. So let me go to the game again and play it. Okay, I only scored 67. Let's see how much can I score this time. My target is 100. Oh, only 69. I'm still progressing. Let me try it again. It was only 109 and I missed it. Let's go again. It was 130. I'm learning how to avoid those cactus. When it was 101. So it seems that I need to do few more things in order to make this code easy to work with. And it might take few more scores, I think 400 or something, in order to see some eagles or flying objects. But I am not going up to that score today because it will take more time for me to train, and I hope you can go ahead from here and try a few new stuffs there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have learned something valuable in this video. And if you found any problems, then please let us know in the comment section. Please stay tuned because in the next video I am going to do something different so that our Trex will move automatically. I will use simple image processing concept, and then I will see you in the next video.